Hi everyone, I'm Pratham,
I'm Shriniwas.
and today we would be taking you on a journey with us. The very first is to understand what is Livesafar, how to use it.
So, Pratham, why don't you start with what Livesafar as a feature is?
So Livesafar started with one single problem statement. That is, group rides today are just completely broken. And it is frustrating, because in the last couple of years, the addition of tech into our part of lives to buy groceries, to catch cabs, it has made life so much easier. And when we look at group riding, there is not a single layer of tech which is actually used by riders out there. So Livesafar is our attempt to do that. So when a user actually wants to go on a ride, there are two particular phases. The part one of the phase is actually planning. So where does he go? What is the route he is taking? What are the stops? What are the friends that he is planning to ride with? And the second part actually comes is of execution. So Livesafar helps the user in the execution part. Now the execution in this particular phase starts at the meeting point. Where you guys are meeting up, how many people are coming, that is all in the planning stage. Livesafar will be a part of your journey from the meeting point onwards till you end your ride. So now let's start with who should create a ride and how should we create a ride.
So, basically, there are two scenarios. One, if you are riding solo, then this Livesafar feature can be used as a way to log your rides. In case you are riding with a group, the assumption is that this ride should be started by the organizer. So, once you open the app, you can see the Livesafar feature in the navigation bar. Once you tap on it, the Livesafar screen opens, and then you can just tap on the Start Ride button on the bottom left. So once you click on Start Ride, you can choose between if you are riding solo or with a group. The next step is same for both. So you can just name the ride. Then you have to select your role.
So for those who don't know, there are basically four roles: lead, marshal, backup car, and tail. So lead is someone who rides at the front of the pack. Marshal is someone who moves around the pack and keeps the pack together. And then tail is someone who rides at the end of the pack. This tail person is usually the most experienced guy. And then there is a backup car that is self-explanatory.
So once you select your role, the ride is live. Now we'll discuss how one can join a ride.
As a rider, when you want to join a ride, you have to first be very close to the organizer. You have to be in a 300-meter vicinity with the organizer. Once you're there, you have to go and click on nearby rides. And there you will get all the rides that are in a 300-meter radius of you. You click on the ride by identifying the ride name and the organizer name. Once you click that, it will ask you for two permissions. The very first permission is for your contact and emergency details. And the very second permission is for Livesafar. Contact and emergency information is generally by default shared with all the organizing team members of the ride. But to share it with other participants or not, that is a choice. For Livesafar, we will cover this part later when we cover Livesafar as a feature. Your request is now sent to the organizer and you have to just wait for the organizer to accept it.